So a lot of,
Yes.
a lot of times your parents, they get a diagnosis and then they automatically assume, well, there's so many things my kids can't do. But, there's when you're teaching and you're working in a school district with your paraprofessionals, you're teaching them to start at the top and back up. So assume that they can do everything that everybody else can do. And then if they need a little bit of help, you can back up and start providing that support, because our school systems usually work backwards. They usually start at the bottom.
Right.
And they break it down and start with one task and then move up. But a lot of our kids aren't missing so much the whole skill, they're missing little splinter pieces. And so if you assume
Yeah.
competence and assume that they can do a task with the needed support, then you're going to make a whole lot more progress. So that's kind of just an overarching principle that we use with everything that we do. And we try to get our parents to understand that. And like Wendy was saying, there's so many things that parents can be doing just on a day-to-day basis to teach transition and build transition skills, so that when they hit that magic number of 14 or 16 or 18, you don't have to be stressed and worried, did I do
Right.
everything that needed to be done?
Yeah.
So
And I can see how positive that plays towards a child too, who you're saying, I know that you have in you what you need to do this task. There may be little pieces missing. How much better does that make them feel than you to approach them and say, well, you can't do this, so here's how we're going to plan this out for you. So I can see that being extremely empowering to the child as well, and making them want to be at that level of competence as well.
Peggy, it's so interesting because my child is now almost 26, and he has gone away to college, graduated from Texas Tech, and is now back living at home with a full-time job and a girlfriend. And so I say that because I love to be, I think, a beacon of, I guess, hope or positiveness that, you know what, your child is going to do more than you ever thought that they could do.
Exactly.
The reason I say that is because you never stop skill building. And it's really interesting because all the little steps along the way add up to what they need to be able to move out independently. Because now my son wants more than anything to move out to his own apartment. He lived with college roommates, but they still had a meal plan and they still had the classes to go to every day, and everything was pretty much prescribed. But now, you know what, we're realizing that there's gaps in his understanding and everyday it's not only understanding, but it's stamina, because he's working a full-time job. And we as parents know it is so hard to wake up in the morning, prepare those lunches, prepare the dinner that night, go to work all day, come home, make dinner, wash the dishes, do everything that you have to do. It takes a lot of stamina.
Right.
And so that in itself is part of the transition building, so that they have the skills and they understand what it takes, so that the day that they are ready, that they are motivated, they have the desire and the capability, and we want to fulfill that dream, that they are able and have the skills to be able to move out and live on their own.
Yeah,
And
exactly
do it
it.
in a week. I guess that's what we're preaching here, is you cannot do it in a week.
Yes, exactly. Or even a couple years.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's so true.